Hello, everybody. It's Bethany Drew here with Stampin' Up, and I'm so excited to share today a really fun stamp set that when I first looked through the holiday catalog, I was like, oh, I don't need that one. It's called Still Scenes, but it matches with these really cool globe or dome shakers to make shaker cards. And I don't know, it's just so much fun. And the more I then looked on Pinterest before I even bought it, and then I thought, no, I have to get them because they're just too cute. They're adorable. So I will be showing you a couple cards, one really easy, but a couple cards that you can use with the Still Scenes stamp set, and how to even mix and match with some other stamp sets. I'll use my cute snowman stamp set as well. And even just how you can use the dies to make some really easy cards. So I'm excited to show you a few of the things that I've played with that. And then I'm going to show you one more card. I'll show you a card that I made with the Christmas Time is Here suite. Again, because I thought it would already be gone by now, but it's not. It's still available. So I just wanted to show a few cards with that too, and I will demonstrate one, but I'll try to be quick. My son's always waiting for me when he's done with weightlifting, but he's a patient boy. At least he's learned to be. I tell him on Wednesdays, you're going to just wait for a little bit. So, so I usually try to wait till I see at least somebody come on, but hopefully you can catch the replay. You don't have to see it live. That's fine. So I'm going to start by showing you just some, because I'm so excited, just to show you some of the cards that I've made with this new stamp set that I got. Oh, good. I see Chris is coming on. Yay. So let me turn it around and we'll get started. Hey, Chris. And Chris just told me this morning that she was ordering this very stamp set. So before I show the cards here, let me show you first. This is the stamp set called Still Scenes. And I wasn't over the top like excited about Season's Greetings or the saying, even though it is a beautiful saying. I like, may the timeless message of Christmas fill your heart and home with joy today and always. I know my Christmas message is Jesus, but as I've looked at it more, I don't know, I really like this little dome. I'm going to show you a card using that one. I just thought it's so nice that it matches. And this cute little house with a, hola, Sarah. So excited you came and found me all the way from Costa Rica. This is so much fun having people that I love in different countries all over the place. So these are shaker cards. So I don't know if you can tell, in there is a little bit of, because on the page in the catalog, there are these little, it's called snowflake sequins that you can put in your shaker card. And then sometimes I'll add a little bit of the ice, Stampin' Ice glitter that's also in the holiday catalog too, for some extra filler. But these look so complex, but it's really actually pretty easy, and I'm going to show you. So glad you joined me, Sarah. Here's another pretty one. And I was going to open up our holiday catalog to show you that I got this inspiration for this card right from the catalog. Again, I added some snow with the Snowfall Accents puff paint. It comes on wet, you kind of shake it up, and then you put it on in little strips. And that's the snow on the trees, is that puff paint. And then you heat it up, and it puffs up a little bit. It's so much fun. Let me show you in the catalog. So in the holiday catalog, it's page 43. It shows you the stamp set. And here's the shaker domes. They're this size. And they come with adhesive strips on both sides, which is so nice that it's ready to pop in there. Here's the snowflake sequence. If you get the stamp set and the dies, you always, if you like both, the bundles, they offer a bundle and you get 10% off. So why not get both together, because it all coordinates and looks so awesome together. So if you see this card up here, that's where I got my inspiration for this card. So it's very, very similar. I think they used copper foil. I used the gold foil. And here are all the dies that match with it. And this actually cuts out a really ornate, fine little base. There's one for you to cut around the stamped image of the base there. But to get this look, I actually used my embossing pads and stuff. So I didn't actually cut all the way through it. Although with the foil paper, it's a little bit thinner than our regular cardstock. And it almost did tear through it, even though I just embossed it. But that's a cool way to use your embossing things. But I love all the little things that it will cut out. So it cuts out these two pieces to make a church. You could turn this into a barn. It cuts out the deer, two little polar bears, the set of 3 trees there, the base to pop your dome in, or the shape to put your dome in. It cuts around this stamp too, the house and the trees there, and this. So there's a lot of fun little dies that it comes with, and I really love it. So it looks more intricate than it is. I'm going to show you how to make one shaker card, and then I'll show you a card. You don't have to make them with the shaker cards, because here's some really easy ones using those dies. This one, a couple of the cards, I actually used this background stamp from Love What You Do. So this is a flower set, but I thought I wanted just kind of a fun watercolor look, so I used that stamp in the Purple Posy. And then just popped up the polar bears. I put some Purple Posy behind here, and I used my subtle embossing folder to run through the Big Shot to add a little more color, and then I used some of the Purple Posy gingham paper and stapled that on the top. This you could make into a birthday card too, so it doesn't have to be Christmas. But again, just used, again, simple. This is the Rococo Rose color, so it's an in color as well. Used a rectangular shape of the gingham paper, put a strip across my vanilla paper, and then just added that deer popped it right over the designer paper. This one, it's just up and down instead of sideways. Again, I used, this is another in color, the Seaside Spray. It's a pretty purplish blue. And then I added, if you can tell, I added some sparkle on the trees using my Shimmer Crystal Effects, which is in the holiday catalog. And then again, this ice glitter. It's just a little bit chunkier glitter than our Dazzling Diamonds, which is fun. So it's a super simple card. I mean, you just can't get much more simple than this. So that's where it's fun to add a little extra bling if you can. Here's one very similar, and I actually used my aqua painter and the Bermuda Bay ink refill and just did kind of a watercolor wash. You have to be careful. This is just thick vanilla cardstock, to not get it too wet, because it will warp your paper a little bit. But then it's got that cute, even this little cluster of snowflakes, so I used that on there too. I thought it was kind of plain with just the church, so you can add those snowflakes on there too. Here's one without the dies, and I just used the stamp of the house and the trees, and then I added some copper leaves there, Season's Greetings, and a little bow. So those are some super simple. So this is like beginner stampers. You could make some very easy and quick Christmas or birthday cards with just the dies. I'll show you how to make a shaker card too. And then here's a couple cards. Really, isn't the snow? I love the snowman. He's so happy. Isn't he so cute? So here's just using the stamp set, and here I used, again, that globe stamp, and then added the base that I just cut out in designer paper, so really easy. This one I used the stamped it in Highland Heather over the Purple Posy. And then if you see the shiny paper, there is the acetate mercury. It's like mercury glass acetate paper. That's also in the holiday catalog. And I thought that was kind of fun to make the globe background with it. This card looks very similar to one of the artisans, Jackie Aitken, made one with similar colors. I made mine a little different, but it was very much inspired by her. And that's where when you go on Pinterest and you look up still scenes or snow globes or globe shakers, you'll find so many ideas, which is just fun because then you can make new ones. Aren't those so pretty? So I'll keep that open just to show you numbers again. But let's do I'll do one similar to the snowman one here. So this one I did in purple, so I'm going to show you different colors because he's so cute. Because I don't want you to wait and just listen to me cut through. I cut this base with this die, so just ran it through my Big Shot. So cut that out already. I've got Calypso Coral as my background, so that's just a half a sheet of cardstock. And on the Whisper White cardstock, we're just going to stamp this background globe piece in our Memento black pad. So I'm going to ink that up in black. And I'm going to stamp it a little bit further up than I did because I want to actually stamp a message or something. So I do want to make sure I'm stamping this kind of straight. If you get a little crooked, it's okay. It's made with love, right? Okay, so I stamped that a little bit further up because I want to stamp some kind of Christmas saying on the inside. And again, if you don't have a chamois yet, these are awesome to clean. It's quick and easy to clean off a very good, and if you got ink in the grooves, you just kind of press down and twist it a little bit, and it's so good to clean. Quickly clean your stamps. Now we're going to stamp our snowman in black. So with my same Memento pad, I'm going to ink up my happy snowman. Isn't he so cute? Oh my goodness, I love this snowman. I already did 1 week on the snowman bundle, but here's the stamp set again, Snowman Season. I love the font of the Merry Christmas, Let It Snow. It's just adorable. I love it all together. But he's probably my favorite. And this one matches with the punch. But when I got these shaker cards, I just thought, oh, the snowman's going to be perfect to add in there. So I want to add the rocks and stuff that he's standing by are going to be kind of towards the bottom of the base. So you just stamp them right in there. Wash him off. And real simply too, the blends are so fun to color with. Now the blends come with a combo. You can get the dark and the light of each color. And I usually use the light when I want to just outline. So I'm going to take my thinner brush side and just kind of go around the outside of my little snowman. Because snowmen are white, I'll even put a little bit of that blue in the shaded part. But I'm going to go right around the outline of the snowman just to give him a little bit more, I don't know, pop? Does it make him pop a little bit? And then I will use my light Calypso Coral to fill in his little cheeks because he's happy. And then I'll use the dark Calypso Coral to color in his little nose. He's so cute. And then if you want, I did add a little bit of the shimmer or the crystal effects and the ice. It's kind of fun. It just adds a quick and easy little sparkle. So I'm just going to add a little bit. on each of the snowballs. Just a little bit of that. And it is actually snowing, has been snowing here in Indiana in the middle of November, which is crazy. Usually my Bible study got canceled yesterday on Tuesday. I don't believe I've ever remember a Bible study being canceled in November. Okay, so I'm just flicking it off, and a little bit of that glitter just stuck to those snowballs. Isn't that so cute? I'm telling you, this ice glitter will last you forever because you're adding a little extra sparkle to your project. Okay, now that I've got that, I can add the base on here. Thanks, Chris. I know, these are so cute. I'm telling you, this card is going to be complete in just a couple minutes. So it doesn't take very long to make this when you don't, well, I'll show you. It doesn't really take a whole lot longer when you do use the domes because Stampin' Up! Is so awesome and everything works together so well. Hopefully I'll show you that. Hopefully I don't run into any kinks. Okay, so I'm just tying a bow around the top of the base. I feel like when you cut out the base with just designer paper, it's fun to tie some ribbon around it because then it gives it a little bit more. Oh, look, I got a little black ink on my paper. See, I do that too. Sometimes you just get smudges and people know it's made with love. Either you accept it or you cover it up with something like a rhinestone or something. I could do that too. So we'll see. See what I decide after I get this popped on. Okay, so I'm going to put some dimensionals. I meant to bring, I've got my black ones here. Doesn't really matter what, black or white dimensionals. I put one kind of over the twine, so that's not going to move anywhere for you. And then pop that up just underneath the snowman. So that base is holding the globe. Isn't that so cute? Oh my goodness, he's so cute. I love him. And isn't it fun? It's fun in any color. I love him in the purple too. But he's so cute in that too. In the Calypso Coral. And I'm going to add this ho 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 stamp underneath. And maybe I'll do it twice. Ho ho ho. And then all you have to do is tape down, or you could use dimensionals or tape down. I think I'm just going to, well, it depends on if I can find my snail adhesive or not. And I can't. So I'll just use dimensionals because it really doesn't matter how you pop it on. And this doesn't have too much pop. Oops, the backing came off. So it's fun to just pop it up. I just put them in the corners. And then we'll just center that. And voila. Isn't he so cute? Ho, ho, ho. And I didn't put a saying on here because I thought this could be a birthday card too, a winter birthday card. So it doesn't have to be Christmas. Snowmen could be all winter long. And here in Indiana, our winters can go a really long time. So you could use the snowman even in April. No, we wouldn't want to use the snowman in April, but you can last for a while. See, now I did get that little smudge, and that's where I might end up just covering it with some rhinestones or something. There's always something to the rescue. I had my take your pick tool somewhere. Boop. We'll put a few rhinestones. And then it's like I meant to do that. See, there's always a way to cover stuff. Huh? Another cool thing is I can even, now that I wasn't planning on doing the rhinestones, but You can color on your rhinestones and your pearls and anything plastic with the blends markers. You can't do that with our Stampin' Write markers, but I can do that with my blends markers. That's another beautiful thing about these blends markers, is they color on everything. Now they're colored rhinestones that match the card. Isn't that awesome? I love the blends markers. Okay, so that was really quick, right? Quick card in the Calypso Coral with that snowman. Did you like it? Yay? Any thumbs up? So cute. Let me get the cap on my black. Now I'm going to show you a shaker card, and I'm going to do one that's different than what I've done before. Thank you, Chris. I love when I get somebody to come visit me. Now I thought I was going to try to go the other way, so I'm going horizontal this way. So I already did. Again, I didn't want you to sit and watch me. I am going to cut out one thing, but I did already cut out, so this right out of the designer paper. So I started with 4 inches by 5 1/4, fits right inside a card. And what I'm going to do, because when you have to put, now when you cut this out too, you want to make sure that you have enough room. You don't want to get it too close to the edge, because this base, when it goes under, is going to have a little bit more width to it on the outside. So you just want to make sure you have space enough for that to fit on the inside and not to like pop out. So you don't want it too close to the edge. But another tricky thing is, okay, how do we line that up? So I'm going to put this piece where I want it. I'm not going to put it down yet because we have to wait till we get our snow globe in it. But I'm going to put some adhesive down. And now I really do need my snail. Where's my snail? I was just using it. This helps for it to, for the placement of where you're going to put your snow globe. And you want to decorate your snow globe stuff before you get this all down. Okay, so I'm going to put some snail adhesive right inside of there. And what this piece was cut out, even though it's so pretty, I'm going to turn around and use the backing, because if you see the backing of all this, it feels like Frost Designer paper has some silver foil to it. So I'm going to put that down right in the spot so it's matching exactly where I cut it out. And if you do notice, there's it's a little bit crooked, but you know what? It's really okay. People are going to be amazed and wowed by the shaker card. They're not going to care that it's a tiny bit crooked. And I can make it look straight later on. Okay, so now we can take this off for a little bit, and we're going to pop up the trees, and then we're going to put one of the deers. So again, this set matches with so many cute things that you can cut out with the Big Shot. I just love it. I love the churches and the polar bears. So cute. So I've just cut these out with the dies. This just in white. And I'm going to pop these up. Well, actually, I'm going to just put some adhesive on these. You don't want to pop up too many things. I'm going to make the, I'm going to make the deer pop up a little bit. So these I'm going to, well, let's see. I'll put over to this side. Well, I don't know. I'll put it right in the middle. And I think I'll add some little extra sparkle. This one I'm going to show you like all the different ways you can add sparkle to your card, because everybody likes sparkle, right? So this Crystal Effects already has a little bit of shimmer and sparkle to it. I'm just putting a little bit in the sides of the boughs of the tree, maybe across. It doesn't need to be too far down because there I got a lot. the deer is going to be kind of right here in this area. And it doesn't have to be too much either. So I'm adding some of that crystal effects. And then I'm going to put some of my, again, yep, that was right, the ice stamping glitter, and sprinkle that over the trees. I'll sprinkle it over here. I should have sprinkled it the other way. And I'm going to sprinkle it back over my, you see I'm making a little bit of a mess. Your table and your work will sparkle. Typically you might want to put do that over a piece of paper so you can get it all back. I'm just going to slide it back into my container, and some of it will just be on me, and I'm going to sparkle. So Barbara Ann, if you're here, if you see me on Wednesday tonight at church, I might be sparkling. Okay, so the trees now have a little bit of sparkle to them too. Fun. Now I'm not going to just pop up the reindeer. I'm going to color him first. So this reindeer, again, I'm going to show you the beauty of our blends markers. I've got the bronze and a mocha color here. And I'm going to take the bigger tip, and this is just a beautiful thing. You want to color on glimmer paper very gently, because glimmer paper is a little bit rough. It has some roughness to it. I think I'm going to leave his antlers to sparkle and shine like normal. But see how easy that is? You just rub over the color, and now he has sparkle, but he's colored too. Voila! How awesome is that? And I'm not going to go all the way down because I'm going to go with my darker color. This is the mocha. I'm going to add a little bit darker to his tail. I'm going to add some dark way down here just by kind of like his hooves. So it's not a stark difference, but a little bit. Maybe even his nose. Add a little bit of extra dark. Is that fun? Now you've got a brown reindeer, and he's really going to pop now over all that white. Now he's a little bit thinner, so I'm going to use my mini dimensionals. I'll use a couple mini ones. I'll put one right here. I don't know if it will fit all the way up in his head. I'll put it up in his neck. But that'll at least still get him to stick. And I'm going to put him right in the middle of those trees. Isn't that fun? Isn't that so cute? A reindeer. He's so adorable already. And we haven't even put the globe in. So are you guys getting excited? Are you like waiting with anticipation to see how this globe thing works? It really is cool. So hang on. If you can't stay long, you at least want to stay for this, because it's so fun. I can't believe I thought I didn't need this stamp set, because it's just so much fun to play with. I'm telling ya. Okay, now what I'm going to do, and everybody does this a little bit different. I've seen a couple YouTube where they shake all the stuff into the globe and then turn around, but I like just dumping a little bit right over my card before I put it down. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of this and put it, I lost a couple. I'll put those back in my container. I'm going to put a little bit of that. So two pinches. It doesn't take a ton. You don't need a bunch of it if you want to make your sprinkles last a while. If you're really generous and it's a really special person, maybe 3 pinches. But here, I just put a couple pinches, and I'm going to put a little ice glitter in too to add some extra. So I'm going to dump a little bit of that in there too. And I want to make sure there's no ice glitter, especially around the edges where I'm going to tape down the globe. So I've tried to be real careful and pour that right in the center because we don't want to shake it yet. Obviously, it's not in the dome yet. Now, this comes the fun part. Okay, so here's the part that I already cut out with my die. I'm going to put, I don't want to knock it over. You want to take your die or your dome, and to start off, you just kind of get your nail underneath and that whole thing will peel off. So I'm going to put it in here first. So if you just lay that right over the opening and press down, you want to make sure, I'm not pressing it down because I don't want to bump my card. But you do want to make sure you press around those seams pretty good because you don't want any of this stuff to be leaking out of your card, okay? So now I'm going to add, well, I'll add some snail around all the edges. As close to the top as I can in the corner. I almost bumped it. And then you're going to peel off this so they're sticky on the other side too. So you want to make sure you peel this off because that's going to help it. So peel that all off. That'll help it not leak any of your fun sprinkles. Okay, so now I'm going to line that up over where I put the background down. And hopefully it's lined up straight on my card. All right, so now press really good around the edge of that globe again because you want that to stick really good right around there before you start shaking. So I'm going to get my finger pressing all the way around. Really good. And you're almost to the most fun part. Yeah. It's going to even look more cute too, but now you can shake. Yay! Isn't that so cute? Now, I'm not done yet because I stamped, and again, I wasn't going to make you wait for me to, I stamped in my Versamark pad with the stamp that has the base in the Versamark pad. This is a really sticky pad, so it just puts a little sticky on there. And then I sprinkled my silver embossing powder over it. Then you shake off the excess and you go over and use your heat gun and it melts that and it makes it look shiny. It's so pretty. But now I'm going to, now you have to sing a song or something. What's your favorite Christmas carol? Everybody, you can comment now. Favorite Christmas carol or favorite Christmas song? Oh, Come All You Faithful is one of mine. And I'm going to cut this out with my Big Shot. Go. Anyone have a comment? What's your favorite Christmas carol? Oh, come ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. All right, no one wanted to comment on favorite songs. That's okay. I sang you a little bit of "Oh Come All You Faithful." Okay, so now this, too many favorites, Chris? Yeah. I know, I like pretty much every Christmas song that's, well, I have to take that back. Dominic the Donkey gets a little old. There's a couple. Oh, and in Faithful Fitness, when we're exercising, some of the girls for a few years played this Chipmunk Christmas song that, whew, that really kind of got on my nerves. That was not de-stressing. It was a stressful song to listen to. I'm not a huge fan of the Chipmunks singing Christmas songs. Isn't that so pretty? Now with that base on, it looks like a snow globe in the snow. Oh my goodness, so pretty. I'm loving it. Now I'm going to tie, let's see, what am I going to do first? Yes, I am just going to tie the bow. This is, thank you, Chris. Thanks for the love. This is the Night of Navy baker's twine, which actually matches with our sail away or sail home, or, you know, the sailboats in the annual catalog. But I thought, because I used navy cardstock, I would use my navy baker's twine to put just a little dot into the corner here. And glue dots are going to be the best for sticking on my little bow here. I'm going to trim it off. I got one really long piece and one shorter. Stick that on with the glue dot. Glue dots are awesome. And, you know, I'm going to keep that backing on there because I want to add a little bit of a saying Christmas cheer. I'm going to use this little thin strip, and I don't know if you can tell, this is our shimmer white. There actually is a little bit of sparkle to the cardstock. I love it. So I use every piece of it. I do not throw away scrap of the shimmer. It is a little more expensive, but it's so beautiful. I love it. So in my Night of Navy ink, I'm going to stamp the Christmas cheer. Christmas cheer for everyone, for all to hear, blah, blah, blah. I went and saw one of my Impact girls, one of my 10th grade girls is in the Elf musical. It's being played at, no, I wasn't going to cut this out. I'm talking and distracting myself. She was in the musical The Elf, and it was so good. I took my 2 middle boys with me at Hobart High School. I think this weekend it's going on too, but this weekend I'm going to on stage in Michigan. Okay, so I just punched that out with my punch. And I think I'll put a little mini dimensional. But my girl Maddie, she did a great job in her roles. It was a very fun, the guy who was the buddy, who's the main character. If any of you've seen the movie The Elf, there's a lot of similarities, but it's different. But it was just so cute, and the head actor just was really funny. The boys laughed a lot when we went to see it. Isn't that so cute? Christmas cheer. Who wouldn't want to shake a little globe card? If you have if you have granddaughters who like making cards, this really isn't too hard of a card, and it has that wow factor. You know, give it to somebody who is going to appreciate and have it up for a while. Now, because I'm using dark cardstock, I'm going to put a piece of white inside, and I already stamped the message in there. I also just wanted to show you, this is my triple corner punch. So one does corner round, one does like a little tag hole, and then one of them, if you stick it in the corner there and press down, does that fun little design too. Isn't that cute? I thought that just added a little extra to the inside of my card. Then you just need to tape it down on the inside of your card. And see, this didn't take me a whole lot longer than the other easy one with the snowman. I'm telling you, these are not too hard. They look a lot fancier, but they're so, isn't it so pretty? You guys like it? So the blends are awesome. You can color over your glimmer paper. You can color on, like I showed you on this one, you can color on your rhinestones, your pearls. The blends markers are so much more versatile than just coloring tools, because you can color, or, you know, just coloring in an image. They can color over stuff, which is fun. So did you like those? You have a favorite? I mean, I don't know if you can beat the shaker, but I've seen people using this stamp and then adding like pumpkins and leaves and making a shaker card for fall. You can add flowers. I saw somebody cut out a base with our the pressed flower designer paper, and then had flowers on the inside. So you could really use these shaker cards all year round. It doesn't have to be falling snow. They could be globes that shake flowers, leaves, hearts for Valentine's Day. So this is a versatile set. I think I'm going to use it a lot. I'm hoping that it stays in the next annual catalog, but you never know. You never know what they're going to do, and they just keep coming out with more new stuff. So I hope you liked that one. That was the Still Scenes stamp set, and it matched with those cool dies. And the number for the bundle again is 153023, and it's $47.50 when you get the stamp set and all the dies. So that's a $50 order for a whole stamp set, and how many dies is it? 10 dies, which I think is just a really good deal. And like I said, and for another $7 and another $6, you can add the little sprinkles and the domes, and you can do all kinds of things. But you don't necessarily need to have the domes, but they're really cool, aren't they? I love them. They're fun. So thanks for watching that. I'm going to show you now, because it's actually surprising to me that the Christmas Rose stamp set is still available, but I haven't seen Stampin' Up! Say it's gone. And that's this stamp set that's only available this month. And like I said, I thought it was going to be gone. It's a photopolymer set, and it does match with these pretty dies. They're so gorgeous. I love these dies. And it's got the big rose outline, and then stamps that you can fill in with ink color. But if you just use the outline, there's different ways for you to color. I used these stamps and matched them up. This one I just outlined with the gold. And those of you who catch me every week, you've seen these before, but I just wanted to recap. It's so pretty. This could be a beautiful just birthday card. The designer paper is awesome. This I just cut out with the die that matches over the flower. They've got the flowers on the designer paper, which is just amazing. So beautiful. The designer paper is so gorgeous, but it's definitely more Christmassy. But that's why I made other ones that aren't Christmassy, because you could make them birthday. You could make them for spring cards too. Here's a bright yellow and purple one. And the one that I'm going to show you, and I'll try to be quick on this because my son texted me just a couple minutes ago saying he's done with his weightlifting. Of course, he knows he needs to wait. So this I put on Mango Melody background, and I saw Kaylee Van S or something. One of our artisans did a card similar to this, and I was like, how did she do that? She would need like perfect placement to do that. And I was like, aha, I have something that gives me perfect placement. That is the Stamparatus. So what I did with this is I set up my Stamparatus. So I put my flower stamp right on this top plate. And then every piece, all four of these colors at one point were a piece this size. And I put it down in the same spot. So each time I stamped and I washed off my flower, I stamped it in the Highland Heather, and then I washed it off and I inked it over my mint macaroon in the mint macaroon ink. So color on color. Then I did the same for the Mango Melody. Then I did the same for the Melon Mambo pink color. And then at the end, after I did all those colors, I cut them in strips. So I have extra strips here. I cut them in same size strips. And then at the end, I can use I'm going to put a little, just going to put a little bit of a paper over here because it stamps up over the edge. So I'm going to ink up my rose for the background part in the black here. And the amazing thing about the Stamparatus too, now I'll be honest, I don't use this all the time. I use this when I need it for stuff like this because I typically don't care if it's like really perfectly placed. But for something like this, where you want to put different colors together and you really do need perfect placement, or if you were going to do a ton of cards, if you were going to make a bunch of the same cards and you just want to know exactly where it's stamping, this is really great for that. Now I'm pressing all over the stamp, and this is something that I love about it too. See, it didn't really, there's blotches on there, but because I have it on my Stamparatus and it's going to stamp exactly in the same spot as it did before, no worries. I'm just going to ink that up a little bit better, ink it, re-ink it again, and make sure I get, it's more up here. So I'm really going to press down in those spots where I saw a little bit of blotch, and that's where now it's going to be even a darker image, and it's stamped right in the exact same spot. Isn't that nice? And the middle doesn't even really matter, even though I got it all nice. Okay, so now I'll move that, and that's where I knew on the grid on my Stamparatus it was between 2 and 6. Same place that I put all the other my colors. And now I can put it right on my card base. Let me move my Stamparatus here. Now if you didn't understand that, no worries, because I'm going to show you with my horse stamp set. What is that one called? Let It Ride. I'm going to show you a different example, hopefully real quick, so my son doesn't have to wait too long here. Okay, so now I'm going to put that down, and I've already sent a birthday card that looks very similar to this, and with those 4 colors, cutting them into 4 strips, I can make 4 cards. So I just want to make sure I've got it in the right order. And then you can start, that's right, you can start just taping them down. You just want to line it up with where it is on the flower there. I feel like that's got just the very bottom. And again, if it's super close, people are still going to be impressed. Like, how did you do that? So cool. Now see, because of my Stamparatus, it's like lining up almost perfectly. Love it. Now my Melon Mambo layer. Now line that up right on top of it. And then I made the Mango Melody one just a little bit thinner, because it doesn't matter, your very top piece doesn't matter if it's the exact same width. In fact, I thought it looked kind of cool to just be a little bit thinner than my other pieces. Isn't that fun? And then I've got another set of strips that I could make, and I could add a little, here I just stamped on with my white craft. And I also, I'm showing you a lot of ways to do bling. I haven't showed you the glitter brush. This is the Wink of Stella glitter brush, and I put Wink of Stella over all the rows, and here I'll be a little bit more subtle, but I'll just go around the edge of the flower and make the edge of the flower sparkle. But you just go over with your brush, and there's a little rose up here too, so don't want to miss him, her, I don't know. And I'll just put the center. So that's real quick, just going over with it, and it adds just a little bit more sparkle to your project. And then I could add a little happy birthday on there, And it looks a little bit different in a different order and on the purple compared to the Mango Melody, doesn't it? So that's a super fun way to use your Stamparatus. If you want to stay on, if anybody's still there, I'll show you real quick what I did if you didn't understand what I was saying about. Now I've got my horse already down on my side plate, so you got 2 plates that you can work with, which is nice. And since I'm going with black, I'll just stamp. Now I want my horse's head to be kind of towards the front and the color to kind of stream behind him. So I think I'll put it right here. So I'm going to put my magnet down. Sabrina, hi! You missed my shaker globes. You're going to have to watch and see the magic of the shaker globes. But now I'm showing you fun with the Stamparatus. Okay, so now I'm just inking up the horse with my black Memento pad. And I'm going to swipe that off. Press down. Make sure I've got pressing down good over the whole horse. If he seems too light, you can always re-ink and do it again. Again, that's the beauty of the Stamparatus, is you can make a really dark, deep impression, or if you don't ink it all the way, it's stamping right in the same place. Ooh, look at how much darker that is. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so that's already on my vanilla piece. Now I'm going to stamp, and I'm going to move. Wait, where did I have it? I had it here, I think. So I'm going to move these pieces. So I had it against my 5-inch, but I'm going to have these pieces up here so you can see his feet will be black. That'll make sense to you if you have no clue what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm going to stick my purple piece, and I'm going to stamp. First I want to take my chamois and clean off the horse so I don't get black ink on my... Now I'm going to stamp in my purple posy, which sadly enough, I'm so sorry to tell you that the purple posy, they tried to reconfigure and make the ink better, but somehow it's changing colors, I guess, after a few weeks. So they're having to discontinue just the ink, which is sad because it's one of my favorite colors. But they're not discontinuing anything else. The cardstock is still here. The blends are still available. Okay, so now I'm stamping in the purple posy. So if you didn't have the purple posy ink, you could always use Highland Heather. It looks good over the purple too. So there's it in purple. I swear if I was not being so fast, I would not use my fingers, but I'm using my fingers right now. Again, I want to line it up in the 5. And in the same square that I had my other piece, these are the pieces that you want to line up and put in the same exact spot every time. Okay, now I need to use one of my pinks. And I'm using Rococo Rose. That was not my original plan, but I can't find my Blushing Bride right now. So I'm using a little bit darker pink color, the Rococo Rose. And that's okay. It doesn't really matter what color it is, but it's a pink on a pink. It's just a darker pink. Whoa, and that's fine that fell. Because it's on the Stamparatus. Okay, so now it's in purple, the pink. Now I'm going to do it in mint macaron. So again, in the same spot. I'm telling you, these magnets, the Stamparatus comes with 2 magnets. I never take both out at the same time because they are such strong magnets. They'll come together and break. So I only keep one on my board, and the other one I keep back here. So it does come with 2, but you just don't really want them to ever be too close to each other. Okay, so now I want to ink up the horse in my mint macaron. Did I already clean this off? I think I did, but I can't remember. So, mint macaroon on mint macaroon cardstock. Here we go. Hopefully, as you're seeing what I'm doing, this is making sense as to what I did to get these strips. It's always just better when you see it in person rather than me just explain it to you and talk, because words sometimes go over your heads. Go over all of our heads. And now, my Calypso Coral color. I wanted bright colors because I thought with this horse it could be a fun birthday card for a girl to have these bright colors in the horse. You could almost even make it look like a unicorn or something. Put a horn on its head or something, I don't know. I probably won't make it look like, but I don't know. You could draw a little unicorn. Oh, I need to clean it off. When you're changing colors, you do want to make sure you clean off the previous color. All right, so now I'm using Calypso Coral and stamping right over my Calypso Coral piece. I swear, this is the last thing here. Okay, so the joy of knowing exactly where my stamp is going, it's a beautiful thing, because now I can cut these pieces in strips of equal length. Let me cut or put covers on all my inks for now here. And our new paper trimmer is amazing. The blade is super sharp, so make sure, I mean, you don't want little kids to be playing around with this. It will lock into place, so a kid could, it's a little bit sticky there because it locks in place, which is actually probably a good thing for little kids. Okay, now I'm going to make my stripes, so I've got this horse going sideways here, and I'm going to cut all of my strips into 3/4 inch size. You don't even really have to press too hard to get a good cut on these, which is nice. 3/4. All right, so that's one of my horses. My phone is telling me I have a low battery, so I hope I don't die before you get to see this. Don't die on me. Don't die on me, paper trimmer. Please stay just a little longer. I should have said my phone, not paper trimmer. Okay. Barbara Ann didn't even get on very long, and she's already making me sing. I don't think she's even here still. Now my purple horse, gonna cut him up. I know sometimes, does it feel sad that we're cutting up the horse? It's gonna look so cool when you see the final product here. It's okay. We're gonna put them back together just in a fun way. It's gonna be a multicolored horse, and I won't show you all four. I'll just put one together for you, if I can get these pieces off here. Last one, 4th horse, 3/4. I do like that the paper trimmer has some ruler on the other side too. It's really nice that you can look on both sides. All right, so all of my paper is now trimmed. Pop that off. Now I've got my purple posy is going to be my background. We'll fold that. And I'll put down my vanilla first. A little in the middle. And it already looks nice just in black, but this is where it gets more fun. I hope I didn't make it too long. Okay. All right. This is where I might decide to leave his ears black and white too, and then just use 3 colors. Let's see. That's his legs. That's his legs too. I definitely want to use the purple. Where's his body there? There we go. So now I can put him back together in multicolor. And I think I am just going to stick with, isn't that fun? So fun. That's where the Stamparatus is very helpful, because it gives you that perfect placement. So now I just have to line him up. And then the body in the purple. And this would be such a cute girl birthday card for a horse lover. I love horses. People may not know that I love horses, but I wish I had one, you know. That would be one of my dreams. If I were rich, I would travel a lot more and I would own a horse, because they're just so beautiful. I love riding on horses. I chose horse camp almost every year. I was a camper at Spring Hill. Isn't that so pretty? With the different colors of the horse. So cool. So that was how I made this card with the Christmas rose. Exactly that, using the Stamparatus. So you can use it with any kind of outline stamp. Thank you, Chris, for the love. Thank you. But it's so fun to kind of mix different colors and then put that back together in different colors. And because you used your Stamparatus with that perfect alignment, it works so nicely. And then I could add a little sentiment, like I added, well, this was my finished one, the happy birthday. And you don't have to add a whole lot more. So fun. Well, thank you. Just to review a little bit, and very quickly, I showed you how to make one of the dome shaker cards. So this was our focus for today. These were the 2 I showed you. So we made this one today on the navy. So pretty. And we colored the deer in with the blends. And I made one just like this in the Calypso Coral. Ho, ho, ho. And snowman could be birthday too, so you don't have to make Christmas. So those are the 2 I showed you with the Christmas domes, or the still scenes is the stamp set. So, sorry I still have a lot more notes than normal, but Paper Pumpkin, the time to subscribe for the tags is already up, but December's kit you can subscribe for now, and December's kit is going to be something for everyone. Hang on, sweetie. I'm almost done, okay? The Christmas time here suite is still here, is still available. That's why I still wanted to show you the cards with the Christmas rose stamp that you, again, could be used for anything. If you want everything in the whole suite, that's 153-947. But if you go and you look into the Christmas time is here suite, you can order everything separately too. I'm getting so excited for Holiday Retreat, November 23rd. I've got 8 people coming. That registration's closed. I'm already putting all the goodie bags together. I'll give you a little sneak peek. Goodie bags over there. I'm getting so excited for that. If you want to order anything, right now the hostess code that is good is 4KWS3C9B. It'll be good through November 22nd. And last thing is, if you want to wait until kind of the end to order using this hostess code, November 20th to 22nd, so those 3 days, 20, 21, and 22, they're going to do another online extravaganza. I don't have a clue what's going to be on sale, but there will be some fun things on sale, so check out those sales those days. And everyone who orders in November will get in a drawing. I'll pick 2 winners who will win $5 coupons for me to use November 23rd to December 10th, so over the holidays. And then last thing, anyone who shares this video, if you've even stayed on this long, if you share this video today or tomorrow, I will look and see, and you'll get in a drawing. Sometimes only 2 people share, so you have a 50-50 chance to win the gold glimmer dots. So I just appreciate getting the word out. Thank you so much. Thanks for everyone who stopped by, and thank you to those of you who check me out later, even on Facebook or YouTube. I appreciate it. You can find all my videos on YouTube. Just look under Bethany Drew, Stampin' Up. I have my own YouTube channel now, so that's awesome too. So thanks so much. Use this hostess code, and I will close that out November 22nd. Thanks so much. Have a great day, guys. Bye.